Hi everyone, welcome back to our instructional series on Mentor Create and the creation and building of apps. I'm Dan Groninger, again for GE Inspection Technologies, and this is the third installment in our series on using Create. So if you recall, in the second installment we had saved and finalized our app in Create, and we put it onto a USB memory stick. So I've come over to my Mentor UT, and as I flip it over on the back, you'll notice I have a little extension cord here on my USB port. I've done that for convenience because it's a little tight. I'm using a connectivity module that also contains an Ethernet connection that I'm using for these videos. Most of you will have a module that looks more like this, encoder ports and USB port over on the left. And with that attached to the instrument, you have plenty of room to access the USB port. So again, your module may look more like this. So we've inserted our memory stick. As I flip it back over, you'll notice I'm on the app desktop of the instrument. Down here in the lower right corner, there is a little button with a plus symbol on it. We use that to add apps. You notice it pops up a directory of what I have in my memory stick. I have several subdirectories. Some of these are directories full of apps and things that I've created for customers and for my own use. If I scroll down through the directory list, I'll come to the app that we created in the first two videos, the Create UT, and I choose Add. Just that quick. The app's been added to my instrument. You'll notice now it's here in the upper right. If I click on the information button in the upper corner, it gives me basic information. There's a little trash can icon down here. I could use that to delete it if I like. If I do a long hold, do a long hold on the app, and it launches the app and begins to run. If you recall, we had our PDF view. The first panel of the app was just a basic welcome screen. PDF viewer, I have zoom in, zoom out. I can pan around using my fingers, change from page to page. So I have a table of contents, so direct selection of the page. If I go to the next panel, on this panel we included an A scan and an E scan view. If we go look at our wedge menu, as you recall, we made some special edits to the wedge menu. There had originally been 5 items on the menu. We chose, when we built this in Create, to hide one of them, and we chose to lock our wedge velocity control. So you notice the wedge velocity control, if I touch it, it doesn't react. I have a little lock symbol in that. Unlike the other controls where I can come in here and change values, change parameters, and so on. So that is the process of creating an app, building it in Create, saving it to the memory stick. I brought the memory stick over to my instrument, installed the app, and ran it. So notice if I launch the app by touching on the information button in the upper right hand corner, as we discussed on the second video when we were building the app, I have the choice of launch or resume. If you recall, there was a third option, which was start from a particular panel, but we chose to not check that in Create, so that's not one of our choices on the list. If I choose resume, it will take me back to the panel that I was on when I exited the app for the last time. So we're back to our view with the A scan and the E scan. All right, that concludes our initial series of videos on Create and using Create to build an app for the Mentor UT. We will have additional videos on creating apps specifically for the Mentor EM, the eddy current instrument, and also some videos on more advanced topics around Create itself. Again, I'm Dan Groninger for GE Inspection Technologies. Thank you for joining me.